you want to drum up some business, all you gotta do is holler, and everyone on the first floor will be able to see you. Also, you have to come this way to get to the second floor, which pretty much guarantees that everyone attending the expo will notice you guys at some point. Not bad, huh? Thanks to the spot I saved you, you guys will be drowning in business before you know it.
Your point being?
Cross-referencing Jahoda's current facial expression against database. Confirmed. Analysis suggests that Jahoda hopes we will return the favor.
You bet I do. At least Robo-Girl gets it.
Okay, how do we do that?
Generating proposal. Complete. Jahoda, the next time you visit the workshop, I will reserve the seat closest to the hallway for you.
Huh?
This seat provides priority access to any dessert items delivered from the kitchen. It is also free from window glare and sits at optimal proximity to the teapot. By reserving this premium spot for you, I can guarantee you a most enjoyable dessert sampling experience.
Is this your idea of a fair trade?
Are you kidding me? That spot's usually reserved for me. I'd never let you take it if I didn't have my dessert budget to consider.
What's going on? Jahoda looks upset.
All right, I'll level with you. Since I saved you such a great spot for your booth and all, could you possibly lend me some technical support? Please?
Technical support?
This year's expo is way bigger than ever before, which means there's definitely gonna be more shenanigans going down too. I know, surely you have some kind of contraption that can, like, scare everyone at the expo into compliance or something. As the manager, I need something I can fall back on in case the you-know-what hits the fan.
Let me think.
If things escalated that far, shouldn't you just report it to Nefer instead of trying to deal with it yourself?
Well, yes, technically speaking. But if, for example, it was somehow kind of my fault to begin with, I'd probably be better off solving it myself on the DO. Remember those 3 kids? Well, that punk who was harassing them wasn't just some random nobody. He was just the one that got picked to stir things up. There's a whole bunch of people here who aren't happy with the booth situation. Now, obviously, they don't have the guts to pick a fight with the Voynich Guild directly, but apparently, they at least have the guts to harass 3 kids outside the confines of the expo. The problem is, I'm not really supposed to get involved with anything that isn't strictly to do with the expo, so the whole thing would kind of be hard to explain to Neff. Not that I regret what I did, but jeez, Jahoda, you sure know how to make life harder for yourself.
Okay, yeah. Sounds like we need to be smart about this.
Fine. Just this once, I guess I can lend you the Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch.
Agreed. This option meets Jahoda's requirement for an expo-wide intimidation strategy.
A Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch. What's that?
This little guy right here. I made it recently after getting myself into a really sticky situation. To activate the switch, you just need to give him 3 taps on the head. If you do that, there's pretty much nothing in Notcry that you won't be able to handle.
Really? So what actually happens when you activate it?
You'll find out if it comes to it. But I'm only letting you use it once, so you better save it for when you really need it.
Okay, cool. I'll take your word for it.